Welcome to Mastering Business and Financial Reporting using Excel 2007. In this demo, we'll talk about consolidation. We'll click on the Workshop 2010 folder. We will select file number 1, file number 2, and file number 3. We'll click Enter. It will open the 3 files. We will open a new blank workbook. And I want to view arrange all tiled, and that will put all the files to be consolidated along with the blank file on one screen. Now I want to consolidate this file and this file and this file into the blank file. Make sure you keep your pointer on the blank file. Then we are going to click on Data, Consolidate. The consolidation dialog box pops up. You have a few things I want to mention here. First, the function. The consolidation allows you not only to add together things, numbers, but it will also allow you to do the count, the average, the maximum, the minimum, and some other functions. In this example, we will use the sum function. The reference is where I am going to enter my range reference from the source files. And once I do that, I will click on Add to include it in all references. But before I finish my consolidation, I need to make sure that I click on the top row and the left column and the Create Link to Source Data. The top row and the left column are mandatory for the consolidation to work properly. The Create Link to Source Data is option. It's an optional thing that you can do. And if you click on Create Link to Source Data, it will create a link between the consolidated data and the source, so that when you make changes to the source data, automatically the consolidation results will change. And if you clearly do not check that box, then no updates will be transferred to the consolidated data. So let's go and select the references. When you select the reference, you want to make sure that you select the data along with the column header or the field name for every column. In this example, the name for these field items is item, and the names for these numbers is January, and the names for these numbers is Feb, and so forth. So when I select the data, I want to make sure that I select all the data along with the column or the data field name. I will click on Control Shift, one time right arrow key, one time down arrow key. I'm done. I click on Add. Then I move on to the second one. Click on Item, Control Shift, right and down. Click Add. And go to the third one. Right click, Control Shift, right, down, click Add. I'll make sure that the top row, left column, and the link to source data is checked. I'll click OK, and then I will maximize my sheet. I notice that by default, Excel highlights the range, as you can see. And this is good because I can click on this small box, if you will, square, and then double click between any two columns to auto fit my columns. It will create a blank column here. The reason I have blank column is because if I click on the subtotals here, 1 or 2, you see that the detail of every field name will be given here. Notice the formula for every item. Click on one, click on View, Arrange All Tiled. This is January 7,539. I will go and change January. Here's January. I will put 1,000. And I want you to watch this 7,539. If I press Enter, that changes to 5,199. I have created a dynamic link between the source and the result data. In case I make any mistakes in the consolidation, or I feel that the numbers might not be right, I can actually go to this square between A and 1, right click on it, delete, put my pointer on A1, and then go to the data consolidate and see what problem. The problem may be in the reference, or most of the time the problem will be if you have unchecked one of these. So if you have unchecked the top row or the left column, you will certainly face a problem. The results will not be accurate. So you want to make sure that these items have been checked. Click OK. You get the updated data. You can actually maximize again. Click here, auto fit the columns, and you can see you have detailed data. You can always go back to view, arrange all, tiled, and you can see the rest of your data. Thank you very much.